Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind. Fast.
Hi there, peace unto you. My name is Rashida Ali and welcome to Rashida TV, a place to be to gain practical tools on how to create tranquility in your heart. Now welcome to another Q&A segment of Rashida TV, and today's question comes from Nashra, and Nashra writes, "Hi Rashida, I want to thank you for your great videos and knowledge you are offering us, and I really love watching your videos and I get so many benefits from them. Thank you." Thank you, Nashra. I have a question, and it's not about me, it's about my best friend. She is a very nice and caring person. She's always ready to help anyone. She always gives everything, not only her time or an advice. She can give up her sleep just to help people. Because of this, she's always exhausted and people come to her for help all the time. She cannot say no. I have told her being in love with people doesn't mean you have to be stressed out or your life has to be on hold, but she doesn't listen. I feel she is at the point where she is destroying herself. How can she deal with all this? Thank you, and I am waiting for your response on this because it's really bothering me as I see her all the time and I can't do anything to help. Thank you so much, Nashra, for this question. And you know, it's so nice to see a very loving friend like you who wants to, make sure her friend is okay. So what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to look at some reasons why some people find it really difficult to say no, and also what are the practical tips that you can use or your friend can use in order to have that confidence to say no when they can't do things. So let's get started. So we know that helping people can be a very rewarding act, and it can make you feel really good about yourself, but there can be a point where it can be damaging, and that's when you are trying to help people at your own expense. So what are some reasons why some people can say no and they feel like they have to help the whole world? Now, number one reason could be because they feel like they are the only ones that can actually do the job. So, sometimes you feel like if you don't do it, nobody else can do it. So another reason will be not wanting to let people down. So we find out that, sometimes you don't say no because you don't want others to feel hurt. So you always feel obliged to say yes, and you always want to make sure that you're helping everyone, even at your own expense. So another reason will be, sometimes it could be we've been conditioned to believe that saying no is a crime or saying no is really bad. And this could stem up from maybe growing up or experiences. Sometimes it could be maybe to some certain people, maybe, adults or elderly people. So another reason could be because you want to feel accepted. You want to feel like, people say, that's the very nice person, like she's so kind, or you want to feel loved by everyone. So this can be maybe due to self-confidence issues. In this case, you'd have to work on your self-confidence. Another reason could be because you want to get something back in return. So some people do things because they feel, if I help this person, when I'm in need, then they can help me. But sometimes this is not the case, and you find out that if you help someone and then when you are in need, they're not there for you, or they might not even appreciate what you've done. So we have to always understand that your intention is really important to this aspect. So always look at what is my intention, why do I want to help someone. So another reason will be because the love you have for someone. So we get as you're saying, Nashra, I can see that maybe this is the reason why your friend keeps helping people. So we can see that sometimes this love comes across as very dangerous, because you will actually do everything you can at your own expense, and at the end of the day it can turn into resentment. So another reason with that could be because maybe they don't want to lose their loved one, but you have to understand that you're not in control of who is in love with you or who becomes your friend. You just have to do what you can do to make sure that you are happy and you feel fulfilled when you're trying to help people. Now, what are the practical things that we can do in order to start to say no when we really can't do things? It's important to understand that saying no does not mean you're rejecting the person. You're actually rejecting the task that is being given to you. The first thing is to understand that you need to have your cup full to be able to help people. Once you have this in your mind, you know that you have to always look after yourself, make sure that your cup is full, then you will be able to help others. If you don't do this and you just keep helping, it will get to a stage whereby you will be burnt out and you will not be able to help anyone. So the next one will be, if you know you cannot help someone, it's very important that you tell them, as soon as possible. Let them know that, oh, you can't do this. So do not leave it for too long, because when you leave it for too long, then it starts to become a burden on you. And then you will, at the end of the day, you feel obliged that you have to say yes. So the next point will be to always have it at the back of your mind that you can't do everything, and it's so important to delegate. Once you know that you can't take on a particular thing someone tells you to do, tell them, oh, in a nice way, I can't do this. And you could also give suggestions, like you can tell them, okay, I actually know someone who can do a better job than I can. So you can delegate, signpost, and know that the job will be done. So the next point will be to always understand that if you say no and other people feel like really bad, or they kind of feel angry that you said no, you need to know that this is not your problem, this is their problem. And if they really care about you, then if you say you can't do something because of a reason, then they should try to understand. Now the next point will be, if you find yourself in a situation whereby someone is trying to tell you to do something and it's on the spot and you feel like, oh, you feel pressurized to say yes, just try and buy time off. Like, just tell them, like, okay, maybe an example is like, I can't, can you give me some time to check in my diary to see if I will be able to do it? So at least this gives you that time to actually think, oh, if you can do it, or to give you that courage to say no to them. So finally, it's like, sometimes you might get some people that when you tell them you can't do something, they might come up with another excuse and tell you, oh, why don't you do it this way? Or, oh, it doesn't really take a lot of time. You can just spend maybe 5 minutes. The best thing for you to do is stay firm and keep on to your words. Just tell them, I'm sorry I can't do this at this point in time, but I will be able to help some other time, and don't budge. So finally, I want you to understand that sometimes when you are in the process of starting to say no to people, you can get to an extreme case whereby you just say no to everything and anything that comes your way. Now, it's really important to understand that especially if you're someone that really loves to help people, if you start saying no to everything everyone says, you would actually start to hurt yourself, your feelings. So it's important that you look at what people are asking you, and if it's something that you can do, then of course go ahead and help them. But if it's something that you can't do, or it would affect your your life or your family, or your own personal space, then you can go ahead and say no, you can't do it. So Nashua, this is my A to your Q, and I hope this has helped. Now it's your turn. I would love to hear from you. I would love to know, what are the ways you say no to people? Please leave a comment below. Did you like this video? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share with your friends and families. Remember, having tranquility in your heart is the key ingredient to having a successful and a happy life. Thank you so much for watching, and God willing, I'll catch you in the next episode of Rashida TV.
Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind. Fast pace of living in the West with such little time.